There was a time where I truly believed Alexa might be the future. I even have this old footage of my kids talking to the original Echo, thinking it was some kind of magical being.
Can I have a star?
Wow, you have been really good this week. Please ask your mom or dad to give it to you as I have no hands.
But if I'm being honest, my relationship with Alexa started off pretty rocky. I remember one night my wife was in the shower and I was lying in the bed in the other room talking to Alexa. She hears me and she yells out, "Who are you talking to?" And I said, "Not you, I'm talking to Alexa." She said, "What?" Big mistake, because, well, Alexa is an ex-girlfriend of mine. A girl who, let's say, may have left a few emotional scars behind and has been the theme of many of my songs. So yeah, my wife wasn't exactly thrilled that I was rekindling my relationship with Alexa. Back then, it felt like smart homes were actually happening. Amazon was leading the way and Google and Apple weren't far behind. Yet somehow, all of these years later, no one really owns the house. Alexa, Google and Siri, they sort of came into our houses through our smartphones, and sure, they had little smart devices that we used, but they never really progressed. And as someone who's a bit of a home automation geek, I went really deep into this world. Eventually, I started playing with Home Assistant, and despite our family being mostly Apple users, I would use the Home Assistant integration, and I would also integrate it with Google for easier voice commands. And for anyone who's tried home automation, you know the struggles of trying to work out which tech provider we're going to use. Apple HomeKit? It's a bit like a private Soho house. It's awesome if you can get in, but good luck with the membership process. Google Home and Google Nest? Yeah, it had potential, but instead of revolutionizing home automation and making it easy for us, Google spent most of its time trying to sell us stuff.
Hey Google, open the curtains.
I don't know, but I found these results on search.
Seriously? Meanwhile, Samsung SmartThings is actually a great platform, but it hasn't really progressed. And Home Assistant, it's incredible, it's powerful, but you really need to know how to code and tinker with it and waste entire weekends. So yeah, no tech provider really owns the house. Here's the thing, I just don't want a smart home. I do actually want a house that reacts to me and my family. Right now with Home Assistant, I've painstakingly set up automations for everything. Lights turning on and off at dawn and dusk. But you know, I have to manually set all of these up to either follow the sun or to be a specific time. Heating and cooling that adjusts to temperature sensors, but it's still just an if this then that logic. Curtains and blinds that open and close based on season and temperature. Pool heating that only runs when generating enough solar power. Getting the pool heating to work has been an absolute nightmare. Sprinklers that theoretically water the garden based on weather conditions. Yeah, and try reading the logs in the Beehive app. It's basically a cryptic puzzle. The problem? None of this is truly intelligent. There are pre-programmed actions, but nothing is real-time decisions. I don't need a house that just follows rigid instructions. I need a house that understands. If I turn my lights on when it's already bright outside, that's dumb. If my heating is blasting my house and yet it's empty, that's dumb. If the pool heating is running but there's a storm coming, that's dumb. It shouldn't just execute a preset rule. It should dynamically adjust based on context. Right now, smart homes are dumb homes with automation. And then, just as I was giving up hope, Amazon announced Alexa Plus. This is Amazon's first real leap into generative AI for the house. For years, we've seen AI making waves in chatbots, image generation, music, video, and even coding. But the home? It's been totally ignored. Now with Alexa Plus, Amazon is finally saying, let's move beyond basic automations. Let's actually think about the user needs. Let's make home tech reactive and adaptive. And I gotta say, this could be the start of the movement we've been waiting for. But there's still a massive hurdle, interoperability. Right now, smart home devices, the light switches, the curtains, They don't always talk to each other. Different brands, different standards, different ecosystems. And that's where Matter came in. Matter is a standard that's supposed to make all our smart home devices work together, whether you use Apple, Google, Amazon, or Samsung. All of these tech providers have been slow to adopt Matter. And the final question is, and this is what I wrestle with, do we even want this? Because even if the tech is coming, should we trust it? Who do you actually want listening into you 24/7? And what price do we trade convenience for control? The tech geek in me wants the Jetson space house of the future. My old soul, it wants nothing to do with it. Let's be real. This is probably another way for Amazon to sell us more stuff. But whether we like it or not, this might be the year AI stops living in our phones and actually enters our homes. And if that happens, the big question is, do we own the tech or does the tech own us?